Welcome back to Thionite Plays Xenoblade Chronicles 3. On the last episode, we took a trip to Tutorial City. Stop complaining about the feathers in the intro, Uni. We learned about changing our classes. Look at how we're dressed. Everyone's dressed differently. Uni's got a jacket and a scarf. Mio's got another jacket. Everyone's got jackets. Senna's got my jacket, and I've got her tiny jacket with no sleeves. It's the jacket episode. We're continuing on this episode. We're going to the Forest region.
We need to learn how to use it most effectively.
Something tells me we will, Tyon. Ordell Ravine Way. A new area. It looks very different.
Hold it a moment. I have a proposal as to our next route.
Okay, shoot.
I'll send you the map data. Broadly speaking, it's either east or west. I would suggest we go west.
Why is that?
The area to the west is under Agnes's control. There is a certain degree of risk, as they'll have deployed a number of units, but it's the quickest way to get south.
What about the east route?
No man's land. None of the colonies have laid claim to it, as of yet. However, we'd suffer a significant time loss.
Time versus risk.
Wait a sec. We're gonna stir up the skeeter nest.
I only said there was a degree of risk. Really, it's not so bad.
But Agnian troops are deployed there, yeah?
Yes.
And we're still gonna go?
All I said is that it would be more efficient.
Efficient? Well, maybe we do need to be more efficient. Faster is better. We don't want to be dragging our heels forever, right? Hey, I just have to ask. Are you trying to push some agenda?
What? No, certainly not.
But you admit the east route is the safer option. That's just strange. Why wouldn't you pick the safe way?
Because time is of the...
Look, there you go again.
That's not all, though. It's all wasteland to the east. The heat. It'll be unbearable.
Yeah, you're gonna melt in the sun. I'm fine with your choice, but we need to think about everyone's safety.
Noah, what's your take?
Me? I think I'd rather take the safe route. As for the heat, we can probably figure something out.
There, 4 against 2.
Tyon, Senna. Please.
Fine then, if you absolutely insist.
Then it's settled. Come on, cheer up, guys. We're out of here.
The Aegis Wilderness of the Forest region. It looks particularly desert-like. It's going to be very hot, I can tell. Both based on their dialogue and the fact that there are cactuses everywhere. And as we all know, cactuses only ever grow in places that are very hot. Sure, we could do a battle. Why not? We should play as someone else. Like...
You want me to lead?
Yes. We'll play as Senna. This is Senna's episode. What do we get? We have 6 Hoxes or 2 Ropals. Let's help the Ropals.
We are so winning this.
Heck yeah. Senna's got 3 arts, as everyone else does. That's how I'll introduce all of them. Bull Rush, which is a topple art. Fantastic. That was a fortuitous bit of timing. Crash Out is an AoE high aggro move. You want to use it when you have high aggro. It's good for AoEs in battles like this, when we're at 6 enemies. And Uppercut Slash, which is also a high aggro bonus move. Senna right now is obviously... I didn't take into account their levels. Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. And she has Giant Swing, which is her original art. We're just going to, we'll use both of them, because it's broken. Topple! Oh, it both missed. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing. Things can miss. Increase your dexterity if you want to prevent that. But we'll be fine. There's only 1 enemy left. And we'll be perfectly fine. Yeah, in these types of battles, the side that you don't choose, like the side that you choose to help, is the one, like, they're actively fighting in the battle with you. So the 2 Ropals, they were basically our allies. Like, see, they're not attacking us. They're perfectly friendly. We don't need to worry about them. They helped us kill all the Hoxas. Oh, a unique enemy. That's level 15. No way we're going to beat that. But you know what we can beat? We can get that guy and that ether. That sounds like a plan for the moment. Come here, you, what you called? You're a Knuckle Hawks.
Brute force is my jam.
Heck yeah. I'll beat this enemy real quick and then we'll be right back to get that ether. And the battle is nearly over. Only a few more moves before it is defeated. We had very little trouble in this fight, but the rewards are definitely worth the time it takes to do it. And that's that. 250, 300, and 350.
I think it was pretty decent as a workout. It's 'cause I'm just that good.
Oh, leave me alone. I did that fight for the ether, and you're just gonna interrupt? Let's see how we do. No, Noah's very much almost gonna... We're not gonna be able to defeat that guy with our classes at such low levels, so... You can just hold the A button, and you're putting away your weapons, and you can just run away. That's how you run away from battles. All you have to do, very simple, just hold the A button. Either way. We can get that ether later. Ether, at the moment, is not super useful, and it's not like it despawns, so we're not going to worry about it right now. We're just going to continue on. Oh, we should be doing more battles. The leveling up is important.
Here we go, guys.
Let's give him the usual.
I'm going to do a few battles around here and get to 13 or 14. We'll see. All right, we are back, and now we've gained 2 levels. We're level 13 now, and we've got some class levels. We've unlocked a bunch of stuff that we can go into later. Well, I can show them off right now. A little bit, at least. The skills. Not the skills. The class. We've unlocked... Noah's unlocked the heavy guard, so that's an option for the future. Mio's got the healer and the ogre. Uni has got no one. Neither is Tyon. Lance has got both Uni's medic gunner and the sword. And Senna's got just not Mio's. Disregard that name. We're not talking about her right now. Yeah, basically we through all the battles we got some skills and levels and all that. But yeah, let's continue on. Still playing as Senna, but basically all I did was just come up that ramp a few times back and forth and respawn the enemies to get some EXP. Menno Arch. The site of a battle, apparently. Lots of husks. Let's see if we can't send them off without getting into a battle.
I'd better send them off.
What a beautiful melody. 100 affinity points. I do believe we will just continue on. Our destination is in this direction, into a much more open area. But what's this? This, a question mark. Pain on Nopon.
I'm starting to sweat already.
Seriously? We only just got here.
Well, it is a desert. What does Pain have to say? What happened? Are you okay? What's the matter? Water. Food. Atmosphere. Pain needs moisture. Moisture? Shall we bring you some? Anything's fine, so long as it's filled with wetness. Pain, dying of dry throat. Huh? Okay then, well, not sure what this is all about, but let's get the pawn something to wet his whistle. Collapsed trader pawn. A quest. What do we need? Oh, just stuff. What do you need? I have things that are wet. So this is an example of quests that just need you to go get stuff for people. He wants things that are juicy, so we can give him chestnuts or apples or pomelos, black kiwis, scarlet lychees, bunch of things. How much? I have 6 black kiwis. That's 15%. Let's give him a few. That's up to 60. Oh, I really hope the dark grape gives us 10. Oh, perfect. Took everything we had, but it's worthwhile. Ah, Pain, eternally grateful. Friends are good friends. Don't mention it. We're just glad you're okay. But what actually happened? Why were you all passed out in a place like this? It's story of great length, so Pain choose not to tell it. Fair enough. That's fine by us. It all start when Pain on way to Verana's Hulk on hillside, where apprentice wait. Pain fall, and belongings smash. Everything except hammer, which Pain carry on back, get taken and broken by monsters. Pain flat broke. No greater curse for a Nopon. Pain's on last legs, walking, and not a drop to drink. Oh, so you are going to tell us. All right. Shill, apprentice of Pain, must be so looking forward to meeting. Shill, we met her. Thanks to friends, Pain is saved. We'll rest teensy bit more and then go see apprentice. Well, don't overdo it. The roads are dangerous. No worry for Pain. Legs of Pain are very fast for running away. Nopon are particularly good at that particular tactic. That won't do you much good if you're horizontal. They're also notoriously bad at that tactic sometimes. Anyway, Pain saved now. Bye-bye. Oh no, we pay you back before we go bye-bye. What do we get? Complete quest. Reward? Some EXP, some gold, and some SP, and some silver coins. Been fully rehydrated, and he's going to the hillside for us.
Yeah.
Very good indeed. And the weather has apparently changed radically in the time it took to give him those things. What do we got? There was a battle over here. Oh, a wolf. Sure. So you may notice that underneath my character icons, there's a thing called auto battle. I turn that on for the grinding thing. I basically just can let the characters, I'm not pressing any inputs. They're deciding on their own tactics themselves. It's a useful thing in battle if you just want to like do mindless grinding against enemies. You can just be like, okay, turn the auto battle on, and by and large, the characters will be able to handle themselves. The AI in terms of the battling is not particularly bad. I mean, with 6 characters, the AI is basically handling 5 of them anyway, and turning the auto battle on just focuses. It turns that last one, your player character, to the AI, and it's really not noticeable, the difference in combat, but it's something to be mindful of if you want to just focus on doing other things while you're grinding. It's a very passive way of dealing with things. I'll turn it off for the battles, but I'm going to leave the setting on by itself. Just, it's easy enough to turn off. It's just button press to turn it off in the middle of battle. And it's not like it interferes with major battles anyway, because it re-engages the manual battle system regardless.
Whoa, check this place out.
The Wall of the Great Hand. Yeah, this looks familiar. Who knows what this is from? Everyone knows where it's from. Everyone's played the first game. And if you haven't, why are you playing the third game in a franchise? Go back and play the first two. They're phenomenal games. We're going to ignore these enemies. We got some levels, and if I need to level up more, I'll find a rest camp and assign some bonus EXP. It took like a half hour just to get those 2 levels. And I only died once, so it's not like...
Scorcher, innit?
Don't interrupt me!
It's sweltering.
It's dusty. It's a sandstorm. Half an hour, I only died once. Like I said, combat takes a while. Which is why I ignore a lot of the battles. I think when it comes to grinding for levels, if I'm like stuck on a major fight or something, if I just need a few more extra ones, 9 out of 10 times, I think I'm just gonna either do it between episodes or just cut it out entirely. Not unless something super important happens. But we've got a thing, so let's continue.
So hot. Can't go on.
Keep it together now, Mimi. I'll drag you along myself if I have to.
I mean, I get that it's hot, but really?
Whether we're talking food or weather, Mio does not take to heat. I knew this would happen.
Heat's never bothered you, has it, Lance?
Nope. I'm made of sterner stuff.
Honestly, I'm starting to feel a little worn out. A spot to rest would be nice about now.
Hey, look! There! Mimi, look! It's water! There's an oasis!
Water?
Yeah, water!
Water!
Come on, let's go!
Yeah!
Oh, come on. Talk about overreacting.
We should be thankful they're back in high spirits.
Let's just hope it's not a mirage.
And to the pools we go. Hopefully they're not a mirage. That would be terrible for morale.
Mio, are you alright?
I just got a glimpse of hope. Guess I can hold on a while longer.
Well, it's not too far away. Again, go away, Wolves. We're not combat focused right now. We need to get to the water. And the very shiny collectible. Just run away. Lake Rosento Camp. Here we are.
Nice and cool.
Thank the clock!
Alright then. My turn.
You too.
Don't happen every day. Yeah!
Wow!
You muppet! Never do that again!
Come on. You're already soaking wet anyway. What difference does it make?
The difference is, you're an asshole. What's nothing difference? Oh, I've got water in my ears now!
Staying here, are you?
I've got something to take care of. I'll send it to you now.
A map?
From the survey branch. Annihilation events occur frequently here.
Annihilation events? You mean...
Look. It happens here too. Given our route, we should take the safest way possible.
Very cautious of you.
It's my duty to be.
Thank you.
Sure.
Oh, that felt great. How are you feeling, Mio? Great. Since I cooled off in the lake, everything's been hunky-dory. Glad to hear it. I worked up a chonkin' appetite with all that moving about. You a fan of Chonkers, my friend? He's the mascot of the group after all. Top Hat Chonkers. Keep an eye out for Top Hat Chonkers. He might show up in the most unexpected of places. I'm sure we still have some rations left. Grab some after you've rested. This is turning into quite the leisurely pleasure cruise, isn't it? Hey man, I seem to remember you agreeing to have a rest at the Oasis too. Sure, I judged it to be necessary to take a short break and check the route. Tyon, come on, take a dip, cool off that overheated cranium of yours. I don't think so. Even in a highly open desert locale with good sightlines like this, we must maintain a lookout at all times. Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, thanks. I can go on because of you. In fact, you have helped me out a lot of times since we've joined forces, Tyon. Yeah, dude, if it wasn't for you, I don't know if I'd still be here in one piece or not. That's what I'm here for, to determine the best course of action, tactically and strategically. Give each other the side eyes, like, yeah, this guy. Hey, Tyon, do you think this could tell us the way out of the desert, then? Naturally. We bear further south into Ribby Flats. Sounds like another massive hike. On foot. You think we can get one of those Nopon walker thingies? Can we buy it off of it? We could, ride on that. We could all sit on Lance's shoulders, sitting on the Nopon walker. Probably not a good idea, Senna. Creative, but not feasible. They'd never part with them. They're Nopons. If we got so much walking through the wilds ahead of us, why don't we make camp here for the day? Could probably do with topping up the water supplies too, I reckon. As long as they don't poison the water supplies. Not a terrible line of reasoning. However, Tyon, we've been hiking through a wasteland for a while. Hours upon hours. We need rest. Same as the rest of us. Didn't you just admit that right now, this very moment? And what's more, I'm starving. Manana! Whip us up some food. Ah, the girl. Manana. The hero pawn, the true hero pawn. The hero pawn can only be given that title if they can cook food. We saw it with Ricky. He made Dunban that smoked fish that one time. And that's all that mattered. Guy can roast a fish. Good chef. Manana's tummy here. Someone talking about food. Riku, Manana, where did you get off to? Went on little search for tasty treats. Typical Nopon. Since we now at lush Oasis, morsels even tastier than pack rations can be had. Tickle of taste buds make chuckle in heart and soul, good for morale, good for mood. So Manana will keep eyes to ground in search of ever tastier treats. No grander purpose exists. So you're gonna be cooking us up something, Correct muchly. Manana's a total diva when it comes to cuisine, I can confirm. but planned cuisine take 2 hours to make. In meanwhile, please endure hunger with patience, like well-behaved soldiers. Like, what the spark? 2 hours? Nothing's worth that kind of wait. Come on, all you need to do is chuck a few ingredients in a pot. Is there really that much to it? Blasphemy, Uni! Utter blasphemy! Meh! Such unkind and untrue words. Friends think food is nothing more than fuel for furless meat sacks. Such rotten attitude. It's rotten! Manana can offer incredibly tasty cuisine, not simple chuck stuff in pot then deliver unceremoniously into mouthhole foods. Manana, would you like us to help you out with the cooking? Then maybe it would go to our mouthholes a bit faster. Noah, ever the voice of reason. Meh. Acceptable. But if friends want to help Manana in cooking duties, certain boundary must be set. Tasting is 100% purview of Manana. I can agree to this. Another quest, Riku and Manana. We've got some glitter radishes, some comet carrots, and bunnet meat. So this is our introduction to cooking food and eating food. Something that we have never done in our lives before. Eating Manana's meals at a rest spot will temporarily increase the EXP and rewards you receive from winning battles. Some rest spots are canteens where you can order food. Doing so will help Manana come up with new recipes that will offer new status effects. So order food. Yes, that is absolutely something we can do, and we'll do that later when we actually find canteens that can sell us food.
Manana's battle soup, eh? Sounds yum.
Battle soup, that sounds delicious. So this is where the cooking option comes into play when you're at rest spots. Just give it a click and you'll be taken to this menu. Meals you make here are listed here. Meals you can make are listed here, with the required ingredients, of course. Right now, select the battle soup. It's right there. It's the only one we can do. So this is, you can see, basically, under meal effects, what it does. It gives you 5% extra EXP and CP, class points. And it lasts for 45 minutes. And what you need to make it is right underneath. You need 2 glitter radishes, 2 comet carrots, and some bunnet meat, which is exactly what they gave. But you might see, right underneath that, it says coin cost. 1 silver Nopon coin. This is one of the uses for your Nopon coins. You can use, instead of the ingredients you needed, just use a Nopon coin. For this particular one, we only need 1 silver, as I mentioned. But the option's grayed out because it's a tutorial and they don't want you to not do the tutorial. So we'll just cook it with the ingredients that they gave us for free. Battle soup.
Good soup.
And here it is. This is the little blurb you get with your effects. 45 minutes of EXP and CP boost, 5%. Phew, I'm stuffed. Been a while since I pigged out like that. Thanks for the feast. You really outdid yourself, Manana. Senna, welcome. I'm floored that you can create such stellar meals out in the wilderness. Manana, blush. She even went out on the battlefield with us, cooking for the soldiers. Manana is the battlefield food angel. She carried that into battle? Referring to the pot and all of the supplies. I think she wanted to do all she could for the troops' morale, especially on the front, where it's so easy to feel doubt and anxiety. Whoa, imagine that. Why couldn't Riku do anything like that? What'd that look for, Uni? But Manana also enjoyed traveling with Mio and friends. Could not have discovered such amazing ingredients otherwise. With new dishes and ingredients, repertoire of Manana go through roof. By the by, what do Riku do on Team of Noah and friends? Riku provides support across board. In other words, everything. Biggest talent lie in maintain of power frame, also gemcraft. You're pretty spectacular in your own right. Now that we can no longer rely on our colonies for supplies and improvements, he should... Words. You can make a counter of how many times words escape me, and it will be into the triple digits by the end of this. Now that we can no longer rely on our colonies for supplies and improvements, he should indeed be an indispensable asset. Friends want to see Master Trick of Riku? Yeah, totally. Show us. At this very moment, Riku cannot. Oh. What? Mate, you can't just pull the rug out from under us like that. Riku just not able to do so on sudden command. To make gems, require gathering of suitable materials first. Hey, Riku. Yeah? Up until now, we've relied on you for all our repairs and maintenance. But thinking about the road ahead, I wonder if it wouldn't be better if we learned to tweak our blades ourselves. Yeah, that. What an idea. Is not just thing can learn just by snapping fingers. If it's possible, though, I'd like to learn as well. And me, too. Meh, fine. Riku Cave. No, Riku Napon, not a cave. Riku is much too small to be a cave. We'll show way of gem crafting to friends as special exception. First, have to collect materials, like said. Riku noticed Aspar during earlier jaunt through Rekoth Wellspring. We'll need glaring eyeball from that. Cooking a meal. Apparently, we're back to the cooking. Manana's cooking can temporarily improve the party's experience and gold gain, item gathering efficiency. Yes, boosting stats. We've covered that. A quest. We've got a quest.
Feeling really pumped for the past while.
Have you?
Must be thanks to Manana's cooking. I always knew it was something special.
Well, any fool who ever ate it could tell you that. Either way, before we head off to a wellspring to kill a snake, we're going to end things here. We learned a lot about food and food. So, whether you've been watching for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode. See ya!